Hi, everyone. I hope you had a great weekend. I had a great time grading your papers. You guys did such a great job. I'm super proud of how far some of you have gone or have come since we started. And since our last project, I was really pleased with a lot of your grades. So thank you for working hard on that project two textual analysis or textual analysis. We're going to be in the process for this next project. We're going to be in the process of using resources. And so this is going to be different than what you have done in high school before. So a lot of you are coming from high school and have never used a college librarian before. So your sources are going to be a little bit different than what you've used. I prefer not to use Google Scholar. Typically, you get better sources from the library databases than you do from Google Scholar. A lot of them are going to be peer reviewed, that kind of thing. So you just kind of want to be careful about what sources you're using, like we discussed. But this is our library website, our university library website. So I wanted to show this to you. It is lib.usm.edu is a web address. So let me see if it'll let me move this up. If you'll see that address way up in that bar down there, that will kind of show you where to find that. So first I wanted to have you take a look at this. And just so you know, you can actually ask a librarian. There's a spot for this. I'm not logged in. I'm going to log in just a second. But you can, ask a librarian this way if you have a specific question, since I know a lot of you don't want to be walking around too much because of COVID. You have the library chat where you can actually live chat with librarians or workers at the library if you're looking for a specific title or you need help with research. That's what the librarians are there for. They are there to help you find what you need. So please ask them, utilize them. They want to help you. That's why they're there, okay? So I want you to be aware of that. That's probably the most helpful. And obviously you can look in the computer as well. So I'm going to go back here and we're going to look at some other things on here. So let's start with articles and databases. Typically for your humanities programs, which are your English and history classes, you're going to use, you can find all kinds of journals that were related to your specialization. But we're in an English class, so we're going to talk about, some humanities journals that might be helpful. There are more specific journals, like, for example, if you are studying Victorian literature or Southern literature, you're analyzing a text about that. There are specific journals that are just about those subjects. So that those might be super, super helpful for you when you take World Lit or another English class later on, if you decide to be an English major. So this is the one that I use a lot, and it has a lot of different things in there. I am going to, I think this is fine. I think we shall find out. Yes, it logged me in. I think it logged me in. But yeah, this is JSTOR. I use JSTOR most of the time. Okay. And like I said, you go to the databases first. Let me show you this again. You go to your databases first, right here in the left, and then you can actually search by subject here. So if you were doing intro to art, you have an art and design subject. You have if you're doing a biology lab report or something, you've got your biological sciences page. You can even do more of a specialization. Typically, you do not want to do dissertations and theses because You know, they are usually writing about experts in that field. People who are writing dissertations and theses. I'm going to be writing one in the spring, or actually right now I need to be writing it. Typically, those are people that are becoming experts, right? They have not defended yet. They have not defended their dissertation or thesis. So they are writing from, they're using other research. So you want to go to the original source of the research, the people that are inside of the dissertations and theses. So just so you know that don't use dissertations for your source content typically. So you got that, but yeah, I want to show you JSTOR. So for example, let me see what happens if I pull this up. This might not have anything for the subjects that we are discussing. They do have, they've got some books on nursing in here. So yeah, they have all kinds of things in here. So JSTOR is really great for, it looks like many different subjects. It is full. Look, it has 708,581 journal articles in there. So you have got, and that's just for social justice. so just so you know, those things are available to you. Make sure that you're fully logged in when you look at these journal articles, because they may not let you open them. If they do not let you open these databases, that means that you are not logged in somehow, because you should have access to everything in the database at the library, every single thing, okay? So let's just do this. Let's see. If you want to be more narrow and you really just want to look at specific things geared towards your subject for your argument paper or your stance paper, let's see here. We've got, see if there's something else in here that we can see that might help us. Marriage and family therapy. There might be something in philosophy. Political science is sure to have something. Sociology is sure to have something. So, you might want to look at things like that. Right now, I'm not going to worry too much about the article being peer reviewed, but you need to have it from a reputable source. So if you want to go to a special organization that's not too biased, you want to you look for sources that are not super biased, and not leaning towards one or the other necessarily. You want to be careful about that, because you want to think about your credibility as an author of your paper, right? So that is something to think about. Let me see what else we've got here. So another, let's see. Another great source to use is Seymour. Seymour is not only going to help you find some journal articles, not as many, but it is also going to help you find books and other items, and some of them are online books. So I have used Seymour a lot for papers myself. So I'm going to put in police brutality and see what comes up. All right. So there's all kinds of stuff in here. Here is one from the NAACP, which is a very prominent organization. They're not conspiracy theorists. They're actually a social activist organization. His administrative file, general office file, police brutality. So they probably have a lot of information in there, even with statistics and specific cases that you can use as examples in your paper. Here's a video. You can use a video, an interview about police brutality, Eldridge Cleaver. Politics of forced media and construction of police brutality. Wow, that looks intriguing. Make sure that that's a reputable source. It looks like it probably is. But there's a lot of books in here. Down here, we have a whole book called Police Brutality. Fight the Power, African Americans and a Long History of Police Brutality in New York City. So there's a lot of different sources that you can use here. So I want you guys to be aware of those. Let me see if there's anything else that I want to talk to you about the website. Articles and databases, we already looked. Subject guides. Yeah, I mean, you can if they don't have it, you can do an interlibrary loan, which I'm not sure you will have enough time to do that, but that is available to you if you do have enough time. So if we don't have the book here and one of our other libraries has it in the state, or on the Gulf Coast campus or something has it and we don't, you can actually request it. So this is the form that you go to request it, and if it's at the Gulf Coast campus, it's most likely can get here pretty quickly. If it's at Ole Miss or some other, or Jackson State, it might take a little bit longer. But since we're directly connected, that Gulf Coast campus is a part of USM, I'm sure you would be able to get it faster unless it's checked out. So there's other things in here. There's study guide rope. You can reserve a room in the library if you need kind of some quiet to get your writing done. But take advantage of this website. It's a wonderful, wonderful website, and it is going to help you get this paperwork completed. So, well, thanks, you guys, and have a great rest of your weekend. Bye bye.